Hello, everyone. Diana Rankin here on our Friday afternoon messages from Phillip. I want to welcome everybody and say thank you for those who are able to come live and chat with us. We'll give you a few moments to come on, and those who are unable to come live but do come and visit the web, visit my website too, but come here with the be part of our community here. We are here to make our lives better and to make the world a better place. And today is the question: is climate change real? What is humanity's role and responsibility? And Philip, I think some of this you're already going to know, but you may have a surprise or two in what Philip, my spirit guide, has to say about it. And I want to give you a way at the end to just talk for a few minutes about cleansing the negative energy around you. And we'll get into that. We'll also get a message from one of my books. It's the Master's Book of Answers by Philip. And that's just an oracle book. Each page has a different message. So we'll get our message for the week. Hello, Akila. She says, hello, everyone. Akila Mayweather. So good to see you. So it is kind of a long message today. So I'm going to get right into it while you guys come on and say hello. And if you like, tell us where you're from. You can see through the window behind me over here, we're having an absolutely beautiful day. It's a little bit warmer than it has been. I think it's in the 50s now. And it went down into the low 30s and high 20s. And we had a little bit of snow on the ground and had some frost. So but it's beautiful outside. I mean, it is sunny and absolutely gorgeous. Hello, Sherry. She says, Tyler, Texas, gorgeous day outside. Texas has some good weather this time of the year. It gets a little hot down there in the summer, depending, I guess, on where you are. And it seems to me Texas gets snow as well. So depending upon if you're in the panhandle, I guess, or where you are. But good to see you. Thank you. All right, here we go. Debbie says, hi, everyone. Welcome, Debbie. Good to see you. Is climate change real? What is humanity's role and responsibility? And yes, you can see Piper in the back there. She's taking a little nap. That's what she does a lot. So here we go. The climate of Earth has and continues to change. This is due in part because of Earth's evolutionary shift and in part due to humanity's treatment of the planet. The changes in the atmosphere surrounding the planet are causing storms of more severity and more radical temperature changes. It also causes a shift in seasons. Earth does shift, but humans are not aware of the shifts as they come gradually over large swatches of time. The overuse of natural and unnatural resources has hastened the results of the shift. This has brought awareness to the human species. As your scientists have told you, every 26,000 years, the Earth completes its cycle. This is the full cycle of which we speak. Earth's normal rotation changes much more rapidly, which can cause a change in the weather. To summarize the nature of Earth before speaking of humanity's role and responsibility, we wish to say that Earth is not stationary. She is in continuous movement, and this movement does bring about changes that affect that which inhabits her. Are humans contributing to these changes? Oh, most assuredly. Humans are bringing about the changes more rapidly and more severely. The responsibility you as humans have is twofold. As your scientists call it, you must be aware of your carbon footprint and you must be aware of the energy you emit. Let us speak first of your carbon footprint, then we will speak of the energy you bring forth. Your thinking about your carbon footprint is often foolish and not well thought out, even if well-meaning. You speak of electric cars, for example, but you do not look at what produces electricity and the cost to the planet to produce that electricity. First, discover the ways to create electricity without harm to the planet. Then learn how to do this so all may partake of this electrical energy. then of course you must make the vehicles accessible to all. This is only one example of the common thought. To find solutions, you must consider the broader situation. The thinking is too narrow. This said, let us look at the responsibility of each person. Yes, you have a responsibility to take care of Earth. Yes, minimize your use of electricity and natural resources. Yes, be aware of what you're adding to landfills and to the waters and seas and so forth. But your greatest responsibility is to be responsible with your thoughts, not just your actions. Let me explain. Every thought you have adds peace and love to the world or adds fear and anger. Every single thought. This is not to say you are aware of every thought or that you will never experience fearful or angry thoughts, even as a loving person. It is to say that fear and anger escalate into wars, which creates destruction to the human atmosphere, as well as human and animal and plant life. Plus, there is destruction caused by the building of the bombs that cause the harm. Whereas love and peace in your thoughts bring forth the growth of beauty. You may plant a tree, which brings forth oxygen, or a flower, which brings forth beauty. As you breathe in the oxygen of the tree and the beauty of the flower, you have no desire to harm your neighbor or earth. Instead, your desire is to love your neighbor and to care for earth. You become the caretaker, not the destroyer. In this way, you will find the discoveries to protect earth. In doing so, you will protect humanity and in all life. So, my friends, we have the responsibility. If we want to change climate change, if we want to protect the earth, our responsibility is to plant those trees of beauty, those flowers of beauty, and those trees of life, not fear. You know, one of the things, those of us who are sensitive, and you've heard me say it before, only 17 to 20% of the population is sensitive. And that study has been done by multiple organizations, including the Wall Street Journal. I cite them because they're such a conservative news organization, and people say, wow, if they say it, it's got to be true. Okay, so those of us who are sensitive, we do pick up the energy of others. And I will tell you, every once in a while as a reader, well, always as a reader, I say a prayer before and after the session. But every once in a while, that energy stays, especially if it's, well, the energy just, I won't get into details, but the energy stays. It's like the energy of this video will stay, hopefully, in love and spread love into your home. But if I were listening to a video of anger and hate and anguish and, watching the news, the news of war, that comes into our homes, that comes into our energy. If we go to a grocery store, and especially if it's busy and people are feeling a sense of survival, or if people are feeling, oh my gosh, this costs too much, that's a sense of fear. And so those relationships, that energy hurts us. So one of the things we can do, simply step out on Mother Earth and shake it off. That's one of the things we could do. Another thing we can do, and I just did this earlier, is sage. Now, you don't need a sage bundle this big, and you don't, but you do want like a shell or something of natural. And so, oh, Mike says, I thought he said, from the side of my eye here, I saw Mike's out, but Mike said 4.8 likes. Wow, thank you. Okay. So this is one of the things you can do, and you can get this at any metaphysical store. White sage is the feminine sage. The white sage is the best. But I also saw some sage in small packets and small shells at the 5 and Below stores. So you can find it in different stores. So you can go around and sage your house, open closets and sage, and everything you sage as you're saging, you simply you first of all say a prayer to protect yourself, calling in those who help protect you, your protectors in spirit world. And then as you sage, the smoke rises into those corners and under the chairs, etc., where negative energy can be hiding, so to speak, and you simply ban it. I now ban all negative energy. I pull in positive love and peace and calm. It's kind of magical the way it works. And I do highly suggest that, especially if you've been watching TV shows or movies that have violence in them, especially if there's been somebody in your house or around you with a lot of fear and anger and angst. So that's one way. And again, when you leave the grocery store, just step on Mother Earth. Always ask her permission. I've never had her say no unless there happens to be a spoiling spot. So just step away on grass and just shake off the negative energy, and then see that divine light coming through the top of your head and spreading throughout your whole body and giving you love, and just feeling that love and that peace and that calm. Anything like this that you do will help to heal our earth. Mike says 4.8 thousand likes. Oh, Mike, I love you. Thank you. Thank you. It is always so good to see all of you live. I'm so grateful for you. Let's get our message for this week, shall we? And I could give you 10,000, probably, well, maybe not quite that many, but I could give you several ways of exchanging peace bringing peace and love into your life and exchanging the anger. That's not to say we don't get angry. It's not to say we don't get upset. Earlier this morning, 20 minutes before we were going to start the video, I was overwhelmed. I mean, overwhelmed with anxiety. And it's like, what is this? What is going on? And poor little Piper looked at me like, what's wrong with you, Mom? I sat down. I did a 5-minute breathing meditation. And then I lit the sage and burned it here in my office. The anxiety went away. Try it. It works. All right. We're going to just open to any page. Nope, that didn't feel right. Let's do this. There we go. I'm hearing left, but I'm also hearing a strong right. So if you heard left, we're in sync. If you heard right, that's a message you need to pay attention to. So here's left. It's page 322. Before you learn what is real, you must let go of that which you think is real. Before you can learn what is real, you must let go of that which you think is real. And on the left, on the right, that was the left. So if you heard left, I keep moving my feet across the bar on my chair and it squeaks. So I apologize for the squeaky noise there. 323, where love can enter, love already is. Where love can enter, love already is. Oh, my friends, you are love. And I hope you read what I said in the comments, because what I'm going to say, I'm going to read it again. I'm going to read it aloud so it goes out to everybody. Not the easiest times we are living in. We can make life better for all by breathing in and breathing out our love and peace. Not an easy task, but one we are up to. You are the ones. We are the ones, and now is the time. Before you can learn what is real, you must let go of that which you think is real. Let go of the fear. Let go of the anger. Love is real. Where love can enter, love already is. All right, my friends, we love you. Thank you for receiving that love. And thank you for the love you send to us. And Juliet just came on and she said, joining late, but at least in time to send greetings to everyone. Thank you. I love you all. Thank you. Thank you for when we get angry, when we get upset, recognizing it, work through it. Don't deny it. Don't suppress it. Work through it. And as you work through it, let love and peace, let the calmness of love come through. Remember, as you breathe in the oxygen of the tree which you've planted and the beauty of the flower which you've planted. You have no desire to harm your neighbor on earth. Instead, your desire is to love your neighbor and to care for earth. You become the caretaker, not the destroyer. In this way, you will find the discoveries to protect earth. In doing so, you will protect humanity and all life. I love you. Thank you. See you soon.